Hello, everyone. Welcome to Meet an Entrepreneur. My name is Deborah. I'll be your host on this show. Meet an Entrepreneur is like the name says it's an entrepreneur show. We bring entrepreneurs in the Black diaspora, in the minority community here, so that they can tell us about what they're doing, the product, the services, the business that they're in. And today we have a very special guest. I'm going to bring him to the camera so that he can introduce himself. Hello.
Hi, Deborah. How are you?
Good. Hi, Victor. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you. My name is Victor Adoukonou. I am an entrepreneur. I have been an entrepreneur for more than 15 years. I have done many activities, but now I am in the cybersecurity field as a trainer and consultant.
Cybersecurity as a trainer and consultant. Okay, so I know your title is Dr. Victor Adoukonou. Can you please tell us a little bit first about your educational background?
All right. I have a passion learning and studying. So I have a couple of masters and such in economics, sociology, business administration. And I have a PhD in business administration.
Okay.
And certification now in cybersecurity.
Okay. So you have some master's degrees and then a PhD, and then now you are in cybersecurity.
Exactly.
Wow. That's very excellent and that's very impressive. So tell us, how did you get in the field of cybersecurity?
I was studying to be an accountant. And one day I was working in one of my school assignments and a hacker took control of my mouse.
Okay.
So I was a victim of a cyber criminal. And this happened in 2012. And I could not do my assignments. So the professor, when I explained to my professor that during the work in the night, somebody took control of my mouse and put my picture over on my screen, telling me everything about me. I didn't see you. You are a black man. Behind you, this is what is hanging on your wall.
Wow.
I am here to help you. Your computer is compromised, and I know you are using a HP laptop. And I am an HP agent, and I want to help you. And since I read your work, I found that you are a student. Instead of paying $2,000, just send me. I will give you a link, and you click on that link. You send me 500, and I will help you continue your assignments. So I was like, tonight I don't have 500 on hand to pay you. And he was telling me, okay. He was sending me some chatting. In that case, you can never use this computer again, and everything that you have. And I even went down and I found out you have this file, I read everything. And, from there, what I did, because I have some knowledge, so I used when I was using the mouse to turn off the computer, he was preventing me from turning off my computer, and even was threatening me.
Oh, wow.
You can never use your computer. So it came to my mind to use my hand, because I know that physically he cannot. And I use my hand and I turn off my computer. The next day, I have to make calls, and then I figured out that I was a victim of cyber attack. And I said, okay, from now, I will get interested in cybersecurity, so that this does not ever happen to me again, and also I can be useful to others and teach others. That's where I get my knowledge into the cybersecurity, and I find that there is a link between cybersecurity and business. Because you can be a good accountant, you can be a good strategist, you can be a good investor, but if your data are compromised, or if somebody can, hack you, compromise your computer system, then all your knowledge that you have become useless. So you cannot do business in this world without having cybersecurity knowledge. That's where I got into cybersecurity, and today I became a professional, and I like to train other people also in cybersecurity.
Congratulations. So let me ask you, this person that hacked into your computer, you said they were threatening you that you will no longer have access to the computer anymore.
Yeah.
They sometimes, go beyond that. I know you were really worried about your homework and your exam and everything, but what they usually do, they will, and they usually get people like they will tell you, if you don't do this, then I'm going to tell your wife about these things that you've been doing, or they will lie that I have your naked pictures, That happened to me before as well, where I was working on my computer and then all of a sudden I saw somebody, just moving their mouse around and all that stuff. And the person was typing. So I could see on the screen they were typing, they were sending me messages that if I don't send them money, then they're going to, show my naked pictures and I'm like, my naked pictures, like, is there a camera in this room right now? Like, and I mean, that was scary, but I knew about cybersecurity. I knew about it. So I just, like use my physical hand to hide my webcam and everything. And I never got to send that money. But with COVID-19, especially last year, 2020, with COVID-19, we know a lot of businesses, a lot of people went virtual online. They were working from home, and even banking has become virtual right now. So, what are some of the things, some of the tips that we need to know before getting into your cybersecurity program? What are some of the tips that you can give us? And we have a lot of comments. We have a lot of, I'll be projecting them as we go. We have a lot of people watching right now from different platforms. So those that are watching, if you log on from the Meet an Entrepreneur page, I'll be able to see a comment. If you log on to YouTube, I'll be able to see a comment. But if you're watching from all these different groups on Facebook, I won't be able to see your comment right away. So please bear with us. Go on, Dr. Victor. What are some of the tips that you can give us right now?
The world is going virtual. Business is going to be unstoppable. So when you talk about virtualization, you are talking about internet, working remotely, using internet. And anytime you are using internet, then you are also exposed to threats, because there are also cyber. When you say cyber, you are talking about internet. So there are more and more an increase of cyber criminals. So if you are sending, suppose that you and I are sending text message, some people can be in the middle and read our message if we are not encrypting our text messages. If you are sending email, you might think you are sending emails to XYZ, but there might be ABC people intercepting your email and read everything.
Wow.
You might be like doing business, even using your credit card, your business credit card, your personal credit card, thinking, oh, I just go and swap and buy and or do something, buying on Amazon, and somebody can even have access to your bank account and wipe away your money. So cybersecurity is no longer because I want to get trained to find a job. is you have to get trained to protect your own assets. I have experience of a lady got a bill to pay for a car that she did not buy.
Wow.
Because somebody used her information to buy a car on her name. So if you suppose that somebody have access to your information, your social security number, your bank account, even your ID, it's easy to go and do business. They can buy stuff. They can even open doors, buy and wipe away their track, so that nobody know who ever use your information to do whatever. So cybersecurity is something that everybody should be aware of now, especially working from home. And also knowing, I have less than a year ago, a very famous person back in Togo. Somebody took access to his, he has been chatting with somebody thinking that he has been chatting with a girl, but that is not a girl. It was a guy, and the guy tried to get all his nude information and the pictures, and then later to ransom him.
Oh, wow.
Is where somebody asks you to pay before they can release your information, or they can keep protecting your information. So this person is a politician, knowing that if the guy puts all those information out there, his career is over. So he was panicking, but thank God we were happy to help him. We arrested the guy because, you have to have also people who are very good in terms of a hacking system to track cyber criminals. So everybody, you might be even selling, you might even not be working from home. You have to understand how cyber criminal work, so that you can protect yourself, protect your children, protect your assets.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a very good example that you gave, and like you said, it actually happened. It's not fake. These things are real, and cybersecurity, it should be everybody's concern right now, especially with everything going online. And we thought COVID-19 was behind us, and businesses are reopening, and then guess what? They're talking about Delta variant of COVID-19, and nobody really knows what is going to happen in the future. But regardless of the pandemic and everything being online right now, cybersecurity is real. Online banking is something that is new to some people, but it's growing, and we ought to know about cybersecurity and how to protect our assets, how to protect our businesses. Talking about businesses, you are also a veteran when it comes to entrepreneurship. You've been in business for how many years now?
More than 15 years.
More than 15 years. Can you please tell us a little bit about your entrepreneurial endeavor and things that you are involved with?
I learned when I was studying I was in school studying business, and I met a mentor from Mauritius. Mauritius is a little island in Indian Ocean.
Okay.
And it's where I got used to entrepreneurship. And as students, I became consultant in the island because my scholarship was not enough to cover me. I have to develop ideas to make money. So when I go to buy stuff, I will have some look, and I will propose to the owner that, you know what, I can draft you a strategy to have more clients, to make more money. And because I am a student in business and I'm studying entrepreneurship. So sometimes I will propose them a free service. And because people don't believe me, and I will say, okay, if I propose you a strategy and within a month, you have more revenue than you used to have, that means my strategy is working.
Yes.
That's how I get into consulting business. And in the island, the first clients started making money, and then he told his brothers about Victor as an entrepreneur, as a business consultant, and I became a consultant in Mauritius. And then I went to Togo, to France, and I keep being entrepreneur. I keep being a consultant. In Togo right now, the fufu mix that people have been using as a machine, I was the one that wrote that business plan. And the business plan that got the prize, the international prize, and the guy became today millionaire. I was the one that drafted that first business plan that went to the bank and got payment. I served my consulting firm in Togo got an international award from Canada. So I have been involved in either profit and non-profit organization. I myself, I created more than 5 non-profit organizations. I have people maybe online who are watching now who are trained and who became today an entrepreneur. So entrepreneurship for me is a passion, because I find that the best way to build wealth is to be entrepreneur. Either you are working for somebody, you should have something aside that where you know that you are building your experience. So entrepreneurship is not just about sometimes just having a company. It's a mindset.
Right.
The mindset, the way your mindset will tell you if there's opportunity or there's no opportunity. And even you can invest and make money. You can even do a non-profit organization and help people, because entrepreneurship is not just going to, satisfy a need to just make money, but you can satisfy a need and achieve your goal of helping people.
Absolutely.
So, entrepreneurship today, after 15 years, and having more than 20 people that are trained that are today working and making money, I have such knowledge. That's why today I still teaching people in cybersecurity, being consultant in cybersecurity, and I think I really like being entrepreneur, and wherever I want to, and even my PhD was in entrepreneurship, because I pour it in that document, anything that I learn, the strategies for small business sustainability. Sustainability means you are profitable today and you keep growing tomorrow. So that's my experience as an entrepreneur.
You said something very important. You said being an entrepreneur is about the mindset. It's not just about making money or bringing selling product or services. It's also about helping people. So you can become an entrepreneur because you have a purpose, or you can become an entrepreneur because of a cause. Because you have a solution, you're trying to solve a problem. And that's the entrepreneurship mindset. You go into business because you're able to identify a problem in the community, and then you have solutions to resolve that problem. And the solutions can come in a form of a product or a service or a cause. And those are the ones that have nonprofit, and then they go to the community that will be able to donate to help with.
Exactly.
So somebody said, become an entrepreneur because of a purpose, or you have a solution. Absolutely, you're right. Thank you for that comment. So that's what the entrepreneurship mindset is. And you've been on that path when you were in Mauritius. You were able to create business plans, and you mentioned that entrepreneur back in Togo in West Africa that started the fufu machine?
Yeah, that is making money today.
Yeah, and they're making a lot of money, and that was a solution to a problem. Pounding yam, pounding fufu, all the energy, and it's a hard work. It's a physical work. So that solves a lot of problems for people in back home. So congratulations on that. And then what are some of the advice that you can give people, somebody that is aspiring to become an entrepreneur today with this cybersecurity and with this pandemic that is threatening? What are some of the advice that you can give an aspiring entrepreneur?
Everyone that want to be entrepreneur should be able to identify need or problem to solve.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to make a profitable, like making money, you sell a service or a product that meets somebody's need.
Okay.
So you have to be open-minded. But to be open-minded, you have to know when there is opportunity and when there's no opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
To do that, you have to study those who are already doing the same thing, or those who are entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
That's why in life it's good to have, mentors.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be successful in real estate, find somebody that is doing real estate,
Mm-hmm.
and go and make your mistake with him. And from whatever you get there as experience, one day you can become a realtor.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be in any area, you go and study those who are doing that. You can even buy memoir, like Cafe wrote memoir, how he created business. You read people's story. And somebody used to say that the grave is full of millions, and while people are still living poor. People already died, but before they died, they wrote memoir about how they get wealth. So becoming an entrepreneur is first of all, is by will. If you want, then you have to follow the entrepreneur path. An entrepreneur path is to learn to do what others do to succeed, and then to be authentic is just to find a way to be a little bit creative. You cannot be an entrepreneur if there's no innovation. If you are doing something that somebody is doing nearby you at the same way, you're never going to succeed. You have to find an original way that make you singular, make you original in proposing solution to others. And solution, as you said, can be products, can be also services. And that's how you become an entrepreneur. And this is how I became an entrepreneur. I have never been, despite my studies, I always have people to whom I refer to. If I have support that I'm in the cybersecurity today, I'm teaching people to find a job in the cybersecurity. I have people already have taught as cybersecurity before me, right?
Right.
So sometimes I got advice from them. Because if I want to become like you, I have to learn how you live, and you tell me your failures and where area that in which you succeed, so that I don't go and make the same mistakes. So a lot of people today want to become an entrepreneur and they want to be solo and working lonely. It's going to take you time, and it's going to take you resources. And because of competition in the market, you might not make it. So that's the way. My mom used to say, whoever want to sing, always find a song. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you just try to behave like an entrepreneur. Read about entrepreneur, find a mentor in entrepreneurship, and be willing to have patience, because some people, they want to make money very quick. Entrepreneur is not just about running and making money. It's about enjoying. It's about having that energy that will take you to be patient and to be hopeful.
And
if you don't have that energy, you might, maybe when the entrepreneur is struggling in the beginning, you might already give up, and you give up before the entrepreneur. That's why you have many businesses don't go over 3 years, because people are in a rush of making money, and then when it takes time, they give up, and they will never become entrepreneurs.
And you said something very important. entrepreneurship is not about get rich quick.
Mm-hmm.
And you also said it's good to have a mentor. And I'm going to add, it's good to have either a mentor or a coach, a business coach, or you can even have both. And we said it's not about getting rich quick, but that's a fastest way, to becoming rich. When you have a mentor, when you have a business coach, that means you have to do the same mistakes that they did. So it will get you there faster than someone that doesn't have a coach or a mentor there to help them or to advise them. So having a mentor as an entrepreneur, having a business coach is very important. And I know as a consultant, those are some of the services that Dr. Victor also offers. And we do offer the same services here at Business Sales. If you need help, get in touch with us and it will be able to help you. So, Dr. Vital, we'll take a very quick, a very short break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the cybersecurity classes that you teach. We will be right back. Don't go away. Stay with us. All right, we are back live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining us. Today we have a very special guest, Dr. Victor Adoukonou, and welcome back, Dr. Victor.
Thank you.
And we talk about cybersecurity, we talk about entrepreneurship, a little bit of some tips when it comes to cybersecurity and tips when it comes to entrepreneurship. Now, let's get back to the cybersecurity. We know that you offer classes, and this is a flyer that we have about some of the information. And I think you just started a new class on August 14. Am I right?
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
August 14. So the name of the business is Millennium. Can you tell us about the name and how to register and the program, the content, and some of the things that you cover? Can you please tell us a little bit about it?
I am a co-manager of Millennium Consortium Ife.
Okay.
Millennium means something that lasts in 1,000 years.
Okay.
It has an idea of sustainability. It means that what training you get from us not only is going to help you today, but it's going to be helping you and help your generation. Because when we train you, you got a job, you can provide your children who you prepare to become greater than you. The cybersecurity and internet are here forever. The world is moving to virtual, it becoming virtual. And with 5G, it will be the speed of communication and exchange is going to be very fast. So anybody that is minimizing the power of internet should think twice. Money making will now be internet. So, and where there's an internet, there is threats, cyber threats. So you can be millionaire today and tomorrow become poor if you don't know how to protect your assets. So cybersecurity is, we are teaching a program that is called Risk Management Framework, which is a program that is put in place by the federal government where to protect the national assets and national security. And if you pay attention to news, a month ago or 2 months ago, you hear about the pipeline ransomware attack. Where one attack on the gas station will prevent people from going to work because all gas stations are closed because of ransomware. Where the company has to pay more than $5 million before the hackers can release their information. Daily, every day, even McDonald's got hacked. That means what? The word, if McDonald's can get hacked, mean that everybody can get hacked. So we train people in risk management framework, which is a program drafted by the federal government. It's not fake. It's something that is a law. The law that created this program is called FISMA. It is the Federal Information System Management Acts. After 9/11 incident that happened, where they find that the country got hit very badly because of lack of security protection on the national assets. So this is most in the Black community, most of people are not aware of such opportunities, where regardless of your steady background, regardless of what we say, your IT background, you can have this shortcut where you can get training, get certification, and even start at a low level, and where even in the entry level you make more money than somebody who is a manager in another company. And this area is also the area where the government put more money now. They pour money in it because when you become a cyber professional, you become an asset for the country, because you have this country that have given us a lot to protect the national security, and also to promote national business. As I said earlier, you cannot make money today and not know how to protect that money, because if, like, let's take the example of the ransomware, the $4 million that they have to pay just in one day. Imagine they did not pay that 4 million. That 4 million can become an investment fund, or that million can even go to the state, to the investors as a dividend. So imagine that every month or every year they have to pay 4 million for nothing. Imagine if this happened to even for federal government a month ago, 2 months ago, we hear that Russian hacked the whole government agencies. If the government agencies are hacked, that means we as a citizen, we are in jeopardy. We are at risk. If the federal government that has money can be hacked, imagine the small businesses. That means what? A small business can be operating today and tomorrow wipe away from the market because of one single cyber security, a cyber criminal.
Well, Dr. Victor, I will let people, register to your classes to learn more, but tell us, what can they get? Like, is it a pretty good field besides, protecting your asset, protecting your business and all that good stuff? Like, can they make money by choosing this career? Like, how much are we talking about?
I'm not going to give a cost like a salary amount, but I'm telling you that cybersecurity is where there's money today. Because if you Google now, we have less that the demand of cybersecurity is higher than available workers.
Are we talking about like 6-figure, 7-figure income?
You are people who are making, even like workers are making 6-figure.
Okay.
If you Google, for those who are online, you can Google cybersecurity job available. Million. Last time I heard that there are more than 3 million available open positions without anybody to fill it.
And you can even just sit at the comfort of your home and
you can work from home. I have people been working from home, and the position is, listen, the position is permanent remotely position.
Okay.
So before even you go for the interview, the title is permanent. That means what? Either during the COVID or after COVID, you can work from home, take care of your children and your wife or your husband. You can even do other things aside. You can even travel with your laptop and still making money wherever you go.
So, Dr. Victor, your program, how long is it? Is it a 2 weeks program? Is it a 4 weeks program? Can you tell us a little bit about the content and how long it takes?
We receive different people from different backgrounds.
Okay.
Suppose that you're already working and you need our coaching, mentorship to get more knowledge, to get certification, to work. You already have some experience. We just sort your experience. We just add more knowledge to you. You can go. We have classes that last for a month, 2 months, 3 months. We have also for people who maybe might not have nothing in cybersecurity before. It takes longer, because depend on your background, and also depend on your willing to study. Because at the end of the day, I might sweet talk. If yourself you don't study, you don't put your efforts, you don't do whatever we teach you to do, you might be there never find a job. There are people who come very aggressive. It's a matter of life or death. They are ready to study, and we have books. You have to like reading. In this type of activity, you have to some skill that you have to know to have, like reading. It's the law, and you are teaching people the compliance. So before you can apply and meet the compliance yourself, you have to know what the law say. So it's reading, but we are there to help you, to guide you, so that if you have the will, we can mentor you until you become a cyber professional. And again, that's one of the area most paid in the United States today, and this area where even the federal government, the state governments, the local government, the commercial, they are looking desperately to find people to do this job.
Wow. So there are a lot of opportunities when it comes to cybersecurity. So what can be some of the jobs, some of the job titles?
Okay. Cybersecurity is a broad area. We are not teaching people to become engineers or technical administrators. Those are going to maybe get other training. But we train people in the compliance. And the compliance, we train people who can become cybersecurity auditors, cybersecurity assessors, information system security officers, information security analysts, information system assurance. We train people who can just be continuous monitoring specialists. So you depend on your level of interest. So, and again, cybersecurity is sweet. When you enter cybersecurity, then you can use your previous background to find a way in which you want to become a subject matter expert.
Okay.
Suppose that you have a financial background before you come into cybersecurity. You can go and say, okay, I will become a PCIS. I want to be working as those who protect people payment card. Those when people go to swipe their credit card, debit cards. Some people are experts in the bank, banking, and just protecting your people assets in that matter. Suppose that you have a healthcare background, you are a doctor, you are nurse, you come into cybersecurity, you can go into what we call high trust or HIPAA, where you work to protect patients' information. So in the cybersecurity, we have a lot of opportunities. So your first effort is just to get into it, and then you look for a way to navigate depending on where your dream are or depend on your background. So here, everybody who at least live here legally, I'm saying that because I don't want to tell you that you have to be having the permit to work, but you also to like study, you know, reading those, and it's not even too much. There are just, you have to be compact, to be willing, to be assisted, to be mentor. You have to be mentorable. You have to be teachable. Sometimes coachable, because some people, if you don't, again, if you want to sing, you will find a song, and we have a song for you.
Oh God, if you want to sing, you always find a song. I love that.
Well,
that was, very short, but we are at the top of the hour. And cybersecurity is very broad. Like you said, entrepreneurship. We can be talking about entrepreneurship all day long. We won't even cover half of the things to know about entrepreneurship. If you're interested, get in touch with Dr. Victor, and he will be able to enroll you into his program. And like he said, there are a lot of opportunities, especially at this moment when everything is virtual, online. And with the pandemic, the new Delta variant that they're talking about, it offers a lot of opportunity. And like he said, even if you just get your foot in the door, and then you can find how to use your previous experience and knowledge to be an expert in a specific subject matter. Is that what you said?
No, yeah.
All right. So, anything that you want to add before we end the show?
Thank you for giving the opportunity to say something about the cybersecurity, and because most of our people in our minority community, people are too much. We doubt too much. We don't like to take a risk. Again, either you want to find a new professional or career opportunity, or you want to become an entrepreneur. You have to be able to beat the fear. You have to accept to take a risk. If you are not able to accept going to unknown environment, you never learn how anything good in that environment. People like to stay in their safe haven. You are making maybe $15 an hour. Somebody making even $25, even $30 hours. He's thinking he does not want to shake that place. You have to shake off. Take that risk and learn new stuff. Come into the cybersecurity, you will see that maybe the $30 that you are making today and you are happy, you can make it 3 times that in a single hour. And you can even do better because you come, there are certification. The more you study, the more you go further, and the more you know, the more money you make. So I know in our community also, when we talk about the entrepreneurship, people think it's for some people from a certain class. No, whatever you are doing today, you can convert it into business one day if you can find a way to be authentic, to be original, to bring something, to bring some innovation and some creativity. You can get something from somebody, and you can add some other little innovation, and it become yours. So it's not just entrepreneurship. It's not just going and find something that is extraordinary that nobody have ever seen in the world. No, you can take something from somebody and add your own signature and make it different, because it's going to remediate, or it's going to meet somebody's need. And by doing that, by being consistent and by being patient, build even if it's every penny that you are getting, be patient. That penny becomes one day million. So patience, be willing to take a risk, and if you are interested in cybersecurity, you can get, contact us. We can help you. And there you are working, making money. But if you have that entrepreneurship mindset, you can get your when you get paid, you save money, and then your goal is one day to invest and become also an entrepreneur. Because entrepreneur needs some investments.
Right.
So if you are still want to be entrepreneur and you don't have money and you don't have any way to go and look for that money, that idea, by the time you know, somebody is going to realize the idea. And
Right.
to finish, I talked about my mom before. My dad also used to say, every morning that you are under the shower, God is giving you millions of new ideas. If you delay of putting those ideas into action, by the time you know, somebody else is also is already realizing it. Because what God is giving you is not to you alone. It's spreading the same idea to many people. Depend on whoever will be the first to put into action. So, guys, our community is too poor. We have to get into work, and this country is one of the best countries that give us everything.
Right.
So let's not sit down there and complain. Let's work. Let's follow the path of those who succeed. Let's be mentorable, be coachable, and be willing to be humble to learn from those who are successful. Thank you for this time you gave me.
Wow. So it's about taking that risk and taking the leap of faith and having that purpose or a passion or even a cause, and be be focused, be disciplined, and be willing to go the extra mile, and also be coachable. And you can use the help of mentors, coaches, those that have walked the walk, or those that have been on this path. There are a lot of books out there. There are a lot of webinars, seminars that you can watch or participate in order to get some help. And like Dr. Vito said, a lot of people are having the same ideas. Guess what? Because the problem is there. The problem is in the community, and we are all seeing the problem. And that's how we get these ideas. Okay, there's a problem, and what can I do to bring solutions to that problem? And everybody is brainstorming, everybody is thinking about it. That's how so many people have the same idea. Now, how do you bring that idea to life? And that's what differentiates, people from entrepreneurs. And once you take that leap of faith, once you take that step, then you need money, obviously. And like Dr. Victor said, one of the ways to get that capital to start your business is probably to get into cybersecurity. And it offers a lot of opportunities, and it pays a lot of money because it's needed, it's crucial. And once you start making that 6-figure, 7-figure income, you can use it to invest in your business idea and become an entrepreneur. If you don't want to become an entrepreneur, you can become a consultant like Dr. Victor in that field. Thank you so much for all that information. Thank you for being on the show. Until next, we wish you, be safe with all this pandemic and how things are changing every day. For those that are going to replay this on YouTube, by finding the link. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with us. Just send us, a DM, or put a comment in the comment box, and we will sure get back to you. We will provide you with feedback. If you have any questions on how to enroll or how to register in the cybersecurity classes, you can get a hold of me, Dr. Victor Adoukonou. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good night. Bye.